You wanna know what keeps me up at night? You should watch the movie The Hate U Give. Because right now, yeah, that's pretty much what's keeping me up right now. I can't stand the treatment of black and brown bodies right now. Can't fucking stand it. I'm becoming more and more aware of how it is and how it feels. And anybody who's white that sees this, or light-skinned, white passing, or whatever the fuck you want to call it, I need you to do something, and I need you to watch The Hate U Give any way that you can. Or read the book. I just need you to do it. I want you to be up for days on end, uncomfortable. Because I can't. If someone that had been with me my entire life, if I witnessed them getting shot by a police officer, somebody like my cousin Bronwyn, that we've had each other's backs since we were kids, taken showers with each other, taken baths with each other, slept in the same bed, slept in the same room, cried, everything. Somebody in the movie, so a lot of people in the movie say it's the kind of hurt that you don't get over, that you just carry with you. This movie is really fucking good. This movie's really fucking good. I need you to watch it. Really, though. Okay. I'm gonna be babysitting Michelle for a couple hours tomorrow. Well, technically 2 days from now. But it's just really early in the morning. You can probably hear from the birds. Everything's really crazy. And I think that's because I'm starting to see it all for what it is, too. More than just seeing it. Not just everything going on in the outside world, but everything in my family, too. They're gonna put Michelle on ADHD meds. They're gonna try to anyways. I don't know what to say, I don't know what to do. I think I'm gonna compile some stuff and email CPS again. Maybe get more of my stuff out of that house, so that when she gets mad at me again, I can still have my stuff. Because she'll get mad at me again for a couple of weeks, and then she won't say shit about it, because she hasn't mentioned it since it happened, the time that I called, when she finally got the call. My mom is not well enough to be taking care of a kid. My grandma is not well enough to be taking care of a kid. My grandpa is not well enough to be taking care of a kid. None of them are. If she didn't adopt me because Jesus was calling her to, I don't know what she did shell for. Some kind of fucked up kind of responsibility. Not assuming that someone was probably better than her right now to be taking care of Michelle. I'd rather talk to Michelle once every 3 months than have to see the kind of shit happen at home. She got tied to a fucking chair twice with a leash when she was just a kid. My mom yells at her for stuff that she does. It's just kid behavior. And they're putting on meds for it because they think she has autism. And I told Mom I think I'm on the autistic spectrum, and Everyone fucking agrees with me except for her. Everyone. Everyone I've ever mentioned it to. Everyone that I've said that I'm thinking I'm probably on the spectrum. Every single fucking person has said they agree with that. Or they make jokes about me being really autistic, and we do them in jest, like they're not mean. It's just so clear because I tell them that my mom doesn't believe me either. And I tell them about the time that she said I didn't have PTSD in front of my birth family. In front of my aunt and uncle who had to deal with me hitting their kids as a kid because I couldn't communicate what I needed to. And now Michelle's right there too. And my mom's not giving her the fucking space to be a kid. The space to be a kid with PTSD. Space to be a kid with FAS or whatever the fuck's going on. Whatever the fuck is going on with Michelle, she's just not giving her any room. No room. Just like she didn't give me. I mean that in the literal sense and also in the metaphorical sense, because we both know I lived in a garage, I've lived in a fucking hallway with black mold. There's some kind of fucking mold and a bunch of spiders for 2 years. She thought that it was okay. Michelle didn't even sleep in her room most of the time. In the room that I used to have. It's fucked up. I don't think my mom's any kind of well. I think she needs to... I think for the sake of our family, Michelle should be in a different home. Or my mom needs to start taking this shit seriously because she keeps taking it day by day and not thinking about what this could possibly mean for Michelle in the future. And I want Michelle to have a future. I don't think she should be medicated at 3 years old. She's turning 4 in August. I get no fucking say in it, even though I took care of her. Even though I cried with her, even though I worked through my own shit to be able to take care of her. Even though I'd taken care of her high and drunk and everything in between. Even though she's seen me go through meltdowns. Even though she's seen Michelle go through meltdowns. She still doesn't fucking get it. That her leash is too tight. That my mom does not own Michelle. She's her own fucking person. She's gonna be her own person. She doesn't need medication. She just needs space. And to be talked to like she's a person. She's just a little girl. She's just a kid. If my mom doesn't do something, she's gonna have another kid that resents her the same way that I do. Or in a different way that sucks just as much. I don't know what I have to do yet. I think I need to talk to somebody from the foster care system or something. I need to get away from my mom. She's having surgery in a few hours to get some fibroids taken out of her. All she can talk about is the weight she's gonna lose. I brought up George Floyd's death and the protests and shit to her. Tried to talk about racism with her, and she just said that it's too much. And all I can think about is, you are 51 years old, lady. Woman, you are 51 years fucking old. If you don't realize that your privileges, your liberties that you've been given as a person who looks white, haven't gotten you to the age, to the position, to the over 1000K that you fucking earned. If she don't realize that that's what's going on behind the scenes, then I don't know how to help her besides shocking her out of this. I've been on my meds pretty consistently this week. Just so future me and whoever knows me knows that this is me being as even keel and level-headed as possible. If she ever vouches against me in court or some shit about me not being sound of mind, or thinking she's abusive because I'm abusive towards her or some shit, it's not true. She's reacted to me in the ways that other people do when people call them out for abuse. I think I have a better idea of what I need to do for Michelle. My heart breaks for my dad having to make decisions like this at this age. I'm fucking 20. My dad was like 18 when he had me. Having to choose, give me up. Having to make decisions for me to be raised by someone safe. All that shit. This has been good. This is the stuff I'm thinking about tonight. I love you. You are worthy of love. Good night.